It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. They get the rebound. Pass to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bridges with the board.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Known for his scoring there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
There's Ball with the 3. Charlotte no good that time either. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk to Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Prince wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. Makes it off the glass.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
Green. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Giannis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Giannis has got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The Hornets off to a slow start. Searching for their first points of the game. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Hornets trail by 10. Here's Ball, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Outside, Antetokounmpo. They kick it out to Green. Back to Giannis. Off on the layup. Here's Charlotte now. 11-point game. It's Miller on the wing. And it's sent back by Lopez. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Nurkic with the steal. Tipped away. Stolen by Prince. That's a 2 from Lillard. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Porter with the steal. Here's Trent. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Porter Jr. doing a nice job turning good defensive pressure into an offensive opportunity. Nice fast break play.
That's to Curry. To the middle. Kuzma pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 12. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Down low. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
With 1 on the clock, and Trent with the weigh-in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Diabate. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Out to Smith. Back to Bridges. Takes the three. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Hornets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
You got to keep Kuzma in front of you, especially in transition. Once he gets behind you, it's done.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. To the paint. Here's Sims. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Good on the three-point shot. Mann's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And Porter, here we go.
Whoa, storming inside on that drive, and then just exploding. What a jam by Porter.
Smith. Rebounded by the Bucks. Ball's knocked loose. Here's a Kogi. And that one is hammered home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Out to Smith. Fires for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Charlotte.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
The shot's good from Sims. Sims has got 4 points in the quarter.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Pass to Smith. Back to man. Now here's Williams. Clock at 4. And he drives in. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Bucks leading by 11. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Man can't hit. And it's the Bucks ball. Pass to Kuzma. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Hornets trail by 13. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. Kept alive. The kick out to Williams. From deep, Green. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Ball. Pass to Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. From downtown. Rebound by Williams. The Hornets on offense. On the wing, Williams. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Miller, no luck. Now, here's Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bucks leading by 13. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And here's Charlotte. Here's Ball. And the rejection by Giannis. Lopez left side. Sinks that one from the post. Lopez has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bucks.
It's not all about him out there. Giannis, a real example of a team-first guy.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Ball from long range. And again, the Hornets missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down.